Well, good morning. It is July 26th. We are getting ready to depart to Philadelphia. We had just an amazing stay here, and in fact, I think I had mentioned this previously, the ride in the day before, most of which was through rural North Carolina, but we actually went through 4 states. It's crazy just how close everything is. So we do Virginia, Maryland, Delaware, and then finally into Pennsylvania. And if we wanted to, we could throw a rock across the river and it'd land in New Jersey. It's just nuts. But it was a great riding day. The day before that had not been so good for me, just kind of mentally, emotionally. It was a really tough day. But the ride into Philadelphia really redeemed that. And then we spent the day yesterday exploring here. Great city. It's an old city. I think it's a gritty city. I think they call it Grit City, and in fact, Gritty is the name of the mascot of the Philadelphia Flyers. But we had an awesome time. Cool window side donut shop in South Philly, which is really a cool kind of eclectic place. And we were talking with a local guy that lives right down the road that's also a motorcycle rider. Well, we were eating our donuts on somebody's doorstep. It's crazy. Cool ride through the old city and through the Little Italy area by Gino's and Pat's. Philly cheesesteak place. We spent most of the day looking at the Constitution stuff. Liberty Bell, Constitution Hall, Old Congress. We went to the American Revolution Museum, which was awesome. Had an incredible lunch. And then because it was Fridays, the Museum of Art has an evening thing. So it's from 5 in the evening to like 9 in the evening. The art museum is open. You can explore all the exhibits. They have music and food and drink, and it was just a real fun, festive, social event. And then we walked about a half mile from the art museum when we were done and had late dinner at Zorba, this really nice Greek place. So it ended up being an absolutely fantastic stay here in Philadelphia. We're departing from Montauk, New York, which is out on the northeasternmost tip of Long Island. Jennifer has a good friend that lives there, and we're going to be spending a couple of days with her. So great stay. Talk soon. Well, we made a quick stop here in Audubon, New Jersey, just to get some coffee and have a little snack. And look at the world's cutest dog here. Super adorable. I want to go over there and pet him. Anyway, our plans, they didn't fall through. They kind of changed a bit, but we have reworked them, and I think everything's going to be just fine. So we're still planning on heading up to Montauk, New York, which is way out on the northeast corner, about as far up on Long Island as you can go, to hang out with a friend of Jennifer's, and then heading off. We'll spend the night and then most of the day there tomorrow, and then we'll head off to New London, Connecticut, which is a car ferry ride across the peninsula there, and then continue our journey north. So all is well. We're a little behind. I think we're more behind than we wanted to be at this point, but so what? All we have to do today is travel. So destination right now is Brooklyn, New York. See you soon. Making a quick pit stop here at the Brooklyn, New York Costco, which is definitely an experience. 2 levels, tons of people, and everybody but us appears to need to be somewhere else immediately. There's definitely a certain urgency to New York, and I hope that's not being stereotypical, but whatever. We still have, actually we don't have that far to go. How many miles do we have to go? Yeah, we got like 100 miles to go up Long Island, but I guess it just takes forever. The navigator's saying we've got like 3.5 hours of riding still. No, but whatever. It's been fun. It's been entertaining. We're having a good time. We'll touch base with you soon. Making a quick stop in Hampton Bay up on the peninsula here on Long Island. We're about, how many miles out of Montauk are we? We're about 40 miles out of Montauk. The first half of this day's ride, at least for me, was terrific. And really once we kind of hit the Long Island Parkway, at least the first probably, I don't know, 30 or 40 miles of that was just traffic, rolling slowdowns, accidents, the whole bit. It was just horrible. And even this last little few miles here before we stopped, it's all these nasty road seams and whatever. I'm like, you know, if I never drive the Long Island Expressway again, I don't think I'm going to be too sad about that. So anyway, just stopped. We had to get off the bike and have a little stretch, and we just grabbed ourselves a coffee, and so we're going to try to pound out, and charge up a few things. And now we're going to just pound out these last few miles. So we'll talk soon.